Welcome to Hospitality School.
Hello and welcome to tutorial number 8. Today we will learn what is guest folio in hotel. Before moving forward, we would like to request you to click on the subscriber button below so that you won't miss any of our tutorial. Get it? Okay, let's proceed. Guest folio is considered as the master bill in the hotel, which is also known as guest account card. A guest folio contains all the transactions of both cash and credit occurred by each resident guests. How is guest folio maintained? In manual system, folios are maintained manually and kept in the folio rack at the front office cash. In computerized system, the folios are kept in the computer and only printed out at the time of a guest checkout. In the folio, the posting is done consecutively in the order of transactions. On a given date, the amount of money that is payable by the guest to hotel is recorded on the debit column, and the amount of money that is collected from the guest through setting his/her bill, as well as advance deposits, are recorded in the credit column. The balance column of the guest folio shows a progressive balance between debit and credit column, which is determined by subtracting the credit amount from the debit amount. It also includes previous balance. The following points of information is needed to create guest folio: guest name, room number, date of arrival and departure, room rate, guest address, billing instruction to the cashier. How guest folio is maintained for auditing process. For auditing, the folios need to be maintained chronologically. Each folio contains a serial reference number for maintaining the chronological order. Till the guest departs from the hotel, the cashier is in charge for the guest folio. For getting this credit facility, a guest has to provide proof of his credit worthiness by showing credit card, credit deposit, MCO, etc. Before offering a line of credit to a guest, there are two checks are required: one by reservation agent who receives a booking, and the other by the receptionists who registers a guest into the hotel. If there is any doubt, both staff can refer the issue to the lobby manager or front office manager, who makes final decision. The receptionist, if any, is generally fully responsible for reconciling the guests' bills. The hotel sets house credit limit in order to discourage the guests to overspend. If the guest's bill reaches or exceed the house credit limit, then the guest must clear up his or her bills. If the guest fails to pay, the hotel has the authority to seal the room for guest entry. The house credit limits are supervised closely by the front office cashier and later the night auditor, who produces a daily statement of house guests exceeding the house credit limit. Guests' bill settlement options: cash payments, in which a guest receive a cash voucher from the cashier as an evidence of such payments. Guests sign their bills, to be recovered by the city ledger, by a pre-arrangement with their organization. Paid bills through an acceptable credit card. Debit cards: guests sign their bills to be adjusted against advances and deposits. Traveler's check, which is considered as the check in the hotel. Now we will discuss procedures for settling guest bill. The guest can settle his or her bill from any outlet of the hotel. If a guest wants to sign the bill in the guest folio at any of the post, the cashier will ask the guest for his/her room number. After verifying the room number, the cashier will then make a charge voucher like the restaurant voucher in where the guest will sign, and then the voucher will be forwarded to front office cashier to post the amount into the guest folio. If a guest wishes to buy anything from the hotel shopping arcades, the guests are required to settle their bill or accounts directly with them, as the shopping arcades are leased by the hotel. Some hotels also provide arrangements to shopping arcade to sign the guest bill. After providing the authentic documentation of the guest bill, the hotel will repay the amount to the shop owner. Some key points about guest folio: right after successful guest registration, A guest folio is created automatically in hotel's computerized property management system or manually. Every guest folio is opened with zero outstanding balance in hotel. All kinds of information related to guest expenditure or loss made by guest has been recorded to handle future legal actions from any party. Generally, guest folios are presented and paid in checkout period. Strict advanced payment procedures need to be taken. For special guests like walk-in guest, scanty baggage etc. For long-term guests it is advisable to accept payment for few days and bill them weekly and try to collect payment and update the folio on weekly basis. That's all for this episode, but please don't go anywhere. You can read 200+ hotel or restaurant management training tutorials and watch some exciting training videos. Have a look. Attention, listen very carefully. To read this tutorial from website, click here. To watch food and beverage service training videos, click here. Again, to watch housekeeping training videos, click here. And last but not least, to watch front office training videos, click here.